Struggling with artistic growth. In this video, I want to talk about a ballpoint pen drawing that I made recently and I completed, and I want to talk about a little bit of my experience recently and my state of mind when I'm creating as an artist. So lately I've been working a part-time job, saving some money before I attend Alfred University in fall of 2025 to study ceramics. And to be completely transparent, I felt a little bit lost as an artist and somewhat doubtful of my work. I'm making a lot of mugs and ceramic sculptures, and even managed to get into 2 galleries recently with Mudflat Studios and a local gallery called Workspace with some of my sculptures that I made. But despite these accomplishments, I can't shake the feeling that I'm wasting time and I'm not working as efficiently or improving as much as I should as an artist. I feel this constant pressure to always be at my best, creating the finest work I've ever made every time I sit down to create, and it's entirely self-inflicted, and this ballpoint pen drawing didn't help. I spent some time sketching in my sketchbook, and then I came up with an idea that I was excited about. I decided to develop it into a larger drawing. However, when I finished, I felt a mix of confusion and disappointment. Something about the drawing feels off, but I can't pinpoint what bothers me, and naturally, I felt disappointed, especially because I spent so much time on it, only to feel like the effort was wasted. Recently, I've been reflecting on what it means to improve in my art. I kept asking myself, am I getting better? Am I even good enough to attend a school like Alfred University? On top of that, I feel the pressure to find a job or an internship related to art to make more money and from my work and to justify the time I spent on it. Another factor contributing to this mindset is my YouTube channel. For instance, my frog sculpture video that I made recently, I was thrilled about the views that it made and the comments it received. That was really nice to see. But my robot sculpture video, a project I was genuinely really excited about, it flopped and got like 40 views. This was super disappointing, but brought me back to the same mindset, the self-imposed stress that I should be better. Of course, this isn't a new feeling, and I think all artists experience this. It's not burnout because I feel the strong desire to create, but it's a persistent stress, an endless need to improve. The solution, I think, is just to keep creating, stay inspired and immerse myself in the process rather than focusing solely on the end result. I need to remind myself that I don't have to create something better every single time because that expectation is both unrealistic and impossible. Even though I'm not entirely happy about how this ballpoint pen drawing turned out, I can take pride in the fact that I didn't give up, I finished it, and I learned something along the way, and that itself is a form of improvement. I had a lot of fun with this drawing in this video. Wanted to do something new where I just talk about my state of mind as an artist and what I'm going through right now. I am excited to go to Alfred University and looking forward to the future, but right now I feel a little bit lost as an artist. My time doesn't feel validated, just because when I'm in school or when I'm in class, it's like, oh, it's easy. I finish the work, I get a good grade, and I know I did a good job. But now that I'm out of the classroom and I have to do all my art myself, it's like, why am I creating? What do I do to improve? So yeah, I just want to talk about that a little bit in this video. Yeah, this drawing took me quite a while, and like I said, I started from my sketchbook, and I just wanted to make a bigger drawing because I wanted to make a portfolio piece. I think that's also probably the issue when I was going into this drawing. I had a high expectation, and I wanted to make another piece that I could put in my portfolio, and I think when you're going in with expectations, you're going to be disappointed. Like I had done a pen drawing in blue ballpoint pen about 2 semesters ago, or 3 semesters ago now, where I used an entire ballpoint pen. I have a video up on my YouTube channel about that as well. And I really loved the drawing that came out of it. I did a city drawing, and then I did a guy at a workshop bench, which wasn't as good as the city drawing. And then this is my 3rd attempt now using ballpoint pen to try to get a result even better than the first drawing, but I still, yet again, don't feel like I beat that drawing. I don't feel like I've improved that drawing, and that's the sort of expectation I had going into this, that I was just gonna try to beat that last drawing, gonna try to get better and better, and I think that's what really stopped me in my tracks and made me fail, I guess, because I had expectations going in that were unreal. I tried to add as much detail as I could to that. I thought that this was the problem, is that I wasn't adding enough details to my drawing. I wasn't pushing myself in perspective, so I did both inside this drawing. I changed the perspective drastically when I was drawing these humans. I did a doctor building this robot or fixing or whatever the story you might take away from this drawing. And I don't think it's necessarily a bad drawing. I like the theme of it, but the execution isn't really what I can do. It's not my best. So when I sit here and look at the drawing now, I'm a little disappointed with the way I shaded it, and that also might have to do with my steps and the way I took in the process. So what I did first was I outlined the entire drawing as like, kind of like almost like a coloring book stage, where everything was just an outline. And then I went in and I shaded everything by cross-hatching, and I didn't really plan out the lighting, and I should have, and just a lot of steps that I skipped and had, again, expectations that it was going to be better, and it wasn't. But looking at the positive sides of this drawing, I feel like I learned a lot. Drawing robots is one of my favorite things to draw, just because the intricate details, the screws, the nuts, the bolts, the personality in the metal, and the cool look. So I really love the futuristic sci-fi themes. That even shows through my ceramic work too. When I do ceramics, I love doing robots and animals and mashing the two with a nature clash to sci-fi tech kind of thing. I love that kind of steampunked themes of what the future might look like in time, which I have talked about a little bit in my artist statement as well too. And I don't know, it's been a lot of fun recently developing these themes that I like inside my art, which is another form of improvement. Like, I think I'm also improving on my selling myself, not just my art, but selling myself. Like, who am I? When you buy a mug from an artist, you're not just buying the mug. You're gonna find out who that artist is and fall in love with their character and what personality they want to put into their art, and whether they mean to or not, they're infusing themselves through their art. If it's good art, and that's what I think. But yeah, tell me in the comments below what you think of this drawing, I guess, and tell me if I'm wrong, or what do you think improvement is, I guess, because it's something I've been contemplating if I'm good enough, as like I mentioned. So yeah, I'm gonna continue to draw, of course. I love art, I love drawing, I love ceramics, and I've got a lot of good things coming in the future. We're actually working on my and my brother's shed in our backyard to create a pottery studio. So I have a bunch of things coming soon. I'm really excited about these projects. I just thought I would dive in and talk about how I've been feeling recently, a little stuck since I graduated, and I'm now on my own. I'm my own artist, and got to find my own future. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope this inspired you in some way, this drawing maybe, and me talking about this and how I feel. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next one.